Well, sometimes we talk about performances a lot as coaches, but results are nice. I thought the players executed things really well, good intelligence, dug in when they had to, showed all the things you need to do to win a game of football, especially at Old Trafford.
I want to be in the right place and in the right moment. I'm so happy because 3 days ago my wife got born of our son. I could score the goal for him, and then we can be like a happy family.
Their attitude and their commitment to what we're trying to do has been first class. When the players have the mindset that they have and the attitude that they have, it's a joy to work with. Great day for everybody connected with West Ham, because I don't think it's every year that we win here.
There's a lack of urgency. We need to be more aggressive. We are not scared of going out, losing a game as Manchester United. We don't have that fear anymore, and that is the most dangerous feeling that a big club can have. It's a decisive moment in the history of the club, and we need to address that.
Because it goes beyond just the result, doesn't it? If it's the mindset that you're not as bothered as you should be, that's a real worry.
Yeah, I think it's a concern. And again, I'm talking, it's not the player's fault, it's my fault. I'm the responsible, and if we cannot change that really fast, we should give our place to a different person.
And just finally, speaking about the fans, they'll have their focus on the final in Bilbao. That's paramount in their minds. But for you, can you write off the remaining league games, or if you play like that in them, is that going to affect the final against Tottenham?
No, the final, I think everybody's focused on the final. The final is not the biggest thing in our club. We need to change a lot of things. If we don't change the way we play and perform and feel this urgency of winning every game, we should not play a Champions League. We should stay just with Premier League and to learn how to be competitive 1 week at a time. So, again, the biggest focus on our clubs is to change a lot of things, is not the final.
Come on to that in a moment. Let's deal with West Ham first. Graham Potter needed that. The club needed that. And it worked well for them, didn't it, with Kudus and Bowen as a 2?
Yeah, I think everyone will talk about how poor Manchester United were, but actually I thought Graham and his team executed the plan so well today tactically. They played they matched the shape, back 3, but they played Bowen and Kudus as 2 wide strikers in and out of possession, and it worked brilliantly. In possession, just willing to run in behind all the time, stretch the wide centre halves of Manchester United. When they got close to the goal, they played closer together like this, always a threat inside the box, and they just caused them all sorts of problems, especially out of possession, their position. You know, Kudus here again, the power of him running inside, Bowen trying to make up the distance to get in and attack the goal with his mate, and they're just a real threat. First and foremost, they're 2 really excellent individuals, but their work rate for the team, out of possession to press, to get the West Ham players close to them, give them time to come. Souček jumped in and on the press with them brilliantly well. But their position out of possession when it was a mid-block and they were defending deep, to sort of wait on the outside of the wide centre half of Manchester United, they were such a threat in transition. And they got their rewards for it today. Wan-Bissaka, I thought, had an outstanding game as well. He was, so much energy, athleticism down outside the pitch. But here they were again, in that position where they didn't have to drop too deep. Graham left them a bit higher. He should probably pass the ball in the first one, but they're both in the box, close together as they get close to the goal, and they deserved it. Honestly, it was a really, really good performance from West Ham, and they grew in confidence as the game went on, and these 2 absolutely drove it.
So urgency, kind of not bothered about losing. It's a shambles, isn't it?
I get a little bit confused with some of Amorim's interviews and the amount of negativity I'm hearing coming from him. Now, I'll give him benefit of the doubt sometimes, because maybe certain phrases and the way you say things and string sentences together when you're just new to the country and not new to the language, but talking more of that language. But I'm not a big fan of a manager continually and consistently talking negatively about how bad things are and how bad it is, and we're the worst team, United team in Premier League and the Premier League, etc., etc. I'd like to hear a bit more solution-based answers and a bit more positivity and moving forward and thinking forward. But
to balance that out, you look at that, it's a bit difficult to be positive, isn't it?
Well, I'm not talking unrealistically, but
just something.
Well, they have got a final to look forward to. There could be Champions League. He's hopefully got a summer of a lot of activity in the window to bring in some of his own players and start moulding his own team, if you like, because they've only had 1 signing since he's been there, so he's not faced a lot of criticism, I don't think, considering how bad they've been. So, yeah, I always felt that the leader of the clubs I was at and the managers there, if they're putting on a nice positive front and trying to be forthright and looking forward, then it helped the players rather than constant negativity.